Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll run here with a rookie. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Again, it's Vidal. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the give, it's Vidal. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry for Rachaad White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
first down. Here's White. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Running out of the gun with White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now Mayfield. This ball complete to Durham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and a yard. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's got Otten. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Here's Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 76 yards. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They go with White on the counter. And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with White. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Tucker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shepard will go in motion right. Mayfield to Shepard, complete over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Read option, this is White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Mayfield now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert to the left side. He's got McConkey. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 24, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This one taken in by Otten. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd down and 8. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rashad White. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run with Vidal. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Again, it's Vidal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On the give, it's Vidal. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss, couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Edwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have cut the lead back down to 2. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1st down, here's White. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the 50, here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run. Here's Vidal. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got him. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Durham. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mayfield now. He'll find McMillan here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play fake. Mayfield. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 45 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vidal, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Up the middle they go. Vidal, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go with White on the counter. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. He completes it right side to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Tucker.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. That nice pickup of 17 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Herbert and the Chargers
Down by 7. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Now it's Herbert.
On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Herbert. Johnston hauls it in.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Herbert going to throw. That's caught by Palmer.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They snap it to Herbert.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
So out come the Bucs now.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 3rd and 3. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a 2nd time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's second down. Throwing, Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.